This episode may contain loose forms of nudity, caveman, growling aggressively, and words not meant for the ears of young children. Viewer discretion is advised. This is a production of the Must See TV Broadcast Network. Like, share, and come along for the ride. Join the tribe. And if you're watching us right now on YouTube, then you already know what to do, don't you? Smash that subscribe button. The caveman won't bite, not really. And if you are ready, and if the caveman is ready, then let's kick this show off. Growl, growl.
Caveman's call echoes through the stream. Click that button, join the dream. 45 days, we're live on cue. Reviewing the wild, the weird, the new. Must see TV, it's the vibe. Click subscribe and join the tribe. Laughs and chaos, we've got it all. One big crew answering the call. After shows where stories unfold. Hidden gems and secrets told. Crew's got jokes, a little flair. Once you're here, you're staying there. Must see TV, it's the vibe. Click subscribe and join the tribe. Laughs and chaos, we've got it all. One big crew answering the call. From caveman grunts to streaming gold. New adventure, stories bold. Every moment, every beat. Grab your spot. Front row seat. Must see TV, it's the vibe. Click subscribe and join the tribe. Laughs and chaos, we've got it all. One big crew answering the call. Must see TV, it's the vibe. Click subscribe and join the tribe. Laughs and chaos, we've got it all. One big crew answering the call. One by one, we take the dive into the shows that kept us alive. Remote in hand, the screen's our guide. The drama, the laughs, the twisty plots, the shows you love, the ones you forgot. Encore, hit play again. The stories start and never end. One more time, we'll rewind,
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a brand new episode of ENCORE. You hear that? You hear that in the background? They're that's it. It's a show now. It's a show starting. So, we welcome you to this episode 7, and on this episode, we're taking a look at the fourth episodes from Resident Alien, The Penguin, and Dune Prophecies. And on the line with me now, it's the one, the only, my son, a.k.a. Tyson Brighton. How's it going, son?
Good, how are you?
I am doing very, very good. I am doing awesome. How are you?
Well, I'm good, but I do have a question for you.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, not really a question. I want to congratulate you because I was on TMZ today.
Oh.
And apparently apparently, and whether you can confirm this or not. Congrats on selling your first major motion picture script for the movie Shakamu.
Oh my God, dude! Like, thank you, thank you so much. I'm not sure that was supposed to be something like that was supposed to be up that yet. This happened very, very quickly. And thank you. I mean, this is my first script ever sold. Officially.
I was surprised because I didn't know that you could even read and write.
Yeah, that's true.
Nobody knew.
So that was a big surprise for me.
Yeah. I mean, listen, there's stuff that I can say and stuff that I can't say, obviously, because this just happened in the last 24 hours. But this is the first major script to be picked up by a studio, and I can't.
Can you let me in on a little secret, what Shakamu is about?
So
Tyson, you're gonna regret asking that question.
So I will say this. I have a verb that I can say. From the depths. Wait, hold on. From the depths of hell rises a man more myth than legend. Shakamu.
Shakamu.
Ooh. This sounds big.
I mean, I obviously can't say anything above what we went over, but I gotten a lot of congratulations. Paul Ashley helped me with this, and a lot of other people. I don't know when this is going to be in development. Movies it's so cryptic, but as I understand, this is going to go in production sometime in the next 2 years, and something should be announced in 2029. So
2029, it's 2025.
Yeah, well, I mean, this just happened, and there's rights, right? That rewrites, and after I sell the script, I don't know much, right? I just sold the script, and
Shakamu.
That's right. Shakamu.
Any do you have any ideas of who you'd like to be characters, who to play characters in this movie?
Well, I mean, I don't know. This is all really, really new to me.
For one of the main characters, the actor they had on the Food Inc. poster, I'm 10 out of 10 down for that one.
Yeah, it's I mean, I can't, I said, I don't know who, what, where, and when, why. I don't know the director. I don't, this is just, right, this is just so new and so fresh. But I'm sure that people are going to be hearing about it. Insiders are going to be hearing about it in the next, 48 hours. But realistically, year to 2 years, right? So we'll just have to see.
I think you should consider Paul Rubens as a character.
Oh, Paul Rubens? That'd be a good character. Dwayne the Rock Johnson, he's being Kratos in the new God of War movie. He could be Shakamu.
Well, Paul Rubens, I mean, he does a great Pee Wee Herman, and I think, maybe he could be good. Is Shakamu a good character? Is Shakamu an actual character?
Who
knows?
This is just an IP that this studio jumped on. I mean, universes are all the rage now, and just studios just are looking for IP. And this, this was shopped around. I didn't even know it was going to be sold. So I'll tell you the truth. It was out there for 2 years. It's a 2,000 page script. So that could be a movie or a TV show. So I have no idea what's happening now. I just sold the script, right? So.
What about Booger from Revenge of the Nerds? I think he would.
Oh. Or how about
movie?
I'm still way for the model on the Food Inc. Movie poster. That's the model I want to play Shakamu.
How about Chris Evans? He could be Shakamu.
He could be Shakamu.
He could be Shakamu.
Arnold Schwarzenegger is Shakamu.
Yeah.
Willie Nelson is Shakamu.
But let's move on before I get in.
Too distracted.
No, before I say something that I can get in trouble for.
Okay.
So let's we might as well go for Dune Prophecies episode 4 first.
Oh, I was so excited. I was hoping you'd say that.
Yeah. It's I had let me tell everyone. I was so like I this episode went like up and down for me because there's some things that I do like in this episode, but then they just throw it away, like almost halfway through. It's really really bizarre. It just had so much possibility to get back on track, right? There was so much possibility in this episode, but then they just threw half of it away
I didn't
by
know
the
it
end.
was on track.
What?
I didn't think any of it was ever on track.
So, to start you boys off, Dune Prophecy Episode 4 is called Twice Born.
Ooh, Twice Born. It's all right, son. Let's
get on into it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Dune Prophecy,
No, he's gonna go through that.
Episode 4,
Yeah,
Twice Born. Let's go, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do this. So, I mean, the girl wakes up abruptly.
Right. Yeah.
Walking, looking for her sister. Now I can't remember what character was that. I mean, this is.
Well, this bounced around a lot, right? So this is we're skipping forward in time here, right?
Right.
That's what it seems to be. Like we're not linear. We're maybe
Right.
100,
Right.
maybe like 50 years later, maybe 20 years later, maybe 40 years
They're
later.
in the convent, right?
Right.
Now I read my notes. They're in the convent like thing where the sisterhood is. And she's panicking in the beds. Everybody's panicking. And they're all panicking, and were they not screaming?
Yes, they were.
Yeah.
So, Tyson,
And-
that character that you, as I look up all the information as you guys go, her name is Jen. It is Jen that discovers the sister's nightmares at the beginning.
Yeah. Is Jen? Okay. So, anyways, it turns out she was in a dream.
Yeah.
And then they revert. It jumped around so much. It was like, oh my God. Each scene was like less than a minute. It seemed like.
Yes.
So then Mother Superior is at a table with the uncle, the uncle who's just hates her guts.
Yeah.
Because she left, and the brother, their son he had died. Her brother had died.
Right.
And she is blamed for it, and they're still blaming her, and they want nothing to do with her.
Now, sorry, Tyson, this is what I like. This is what gave me hope, right? Because he's saying that, right? And they're going to all this stuff about, and the guy's right there, the brother's right there, right? And they go into his mind, and a Bene Gesserit is saying this is what he wants, right? And it's all menacing and everything. I'm like, wait a minute, boys and girls, there's something here. There is absolutely. I like that because that's something a Bene Gesserit would absolutely do to get information, because she has the power. And the way that everyone was like freaked the fuck out when that happened, and I'm like, holy shit, boys, we may have something here. Okay, all right. And I'm like, game fucking on.
It allows you to see kind of what develops into the Dune Bene Gesserit lore and how they behave. It's really good.
Yeah, but as we go on, they kind of screw the pooch. They kind of go,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it falls apart, but it does give you that first insight because it is a prequel, right?
Yeah.
Do you think, Caveman, that this is one of the earlier instances of Bene Gesserits using their power for, let's call it what it is, evil?
So I don't treat this series as serious. They've already screwed up the Bene Gesserit. They've already shown that no one has read anything in the books, right? So I don't I take what they give me, and I don't treat anything as seriously. But this moment is a good instinct. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay. Maybe there's hope here. Maybe maybe someone said, okay, we have to get back on fucking track here. We have to actually, this is called Dune Prophecies, who the Bene Gesserit are. We have to get kind of back in that.
We have to bring the prophecies back to the prophecy.
We have to bring the Bene Gesserit back to being the Bene Gesserit. Because, like I said, I don't treat this series with any grain of serious, like being serious. Like to me, this show is as empty as shit, like a hollow bowl of shit. It just
so there's in the bowl is what you're saying.
Yeah.
There's actually no shit in
yeah,
the bowl.
it's a hollow as a toilet.
Well,
it's just.
I mean, there are certain parts that kind of connect things together. I mean, the premise of this whole thing is, a lot of it's to do with the council meeting and leading up to it to make a decision on how they're going to treat the man who killed the boy who was to be married to the emperor's daughter.
But I like that though too. I like it. Like they're in a room, and the guy's like, "Yeah, I killed him because he betrayed one of our secret laws."
That's right.
And I'm like, "Ooh, they're actually bringing that around. They're actually bringing that around because in the books." That is a killable offense. If you bring technology into this world, a thinking device, you're sentenced to death. There's no ambiguity.
And that was his premise. He said he killed him because he had a thinking device.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, okay, maybe.
I mean, there's a lot of banter back and forth. I mean, there's a couple, scenes where, like you said, we're going to this, the superior is with the family, and there's that story going on. Plus, we're trying to figure out what's going to happen as they go to the council, as well as the son of the uncle. Making him be part of. The superior says I can be part of the council.
Yes.
Right. So she's doing everything in her power to make him part of that, so he can have his say in there.
Yes. It's very. This show is very political heavy, but I think that's what makes it work a little bit.
Yes. So I mean, it's funny because there's not a lot going on, but there is stuff going on.
Yes. There's a plan to, murder the emperor.
Yes.
And this is where it falls on its ass. This is where it shows its ass, right? Because there's another thinking device. There's and it's like, why? You're just dumping on what Frank Herbert did in this world by doing this. And there's a rumor going around, and the Mother Superior is like, oh, we didn't create this rumor, but we can use this to our advantage. If people know anything about the Bene Gesserit, they know that is so wrong. Oh my God, for being that dumb. Oh, we didn't know this rumor was around. What? Exactly. It's just, it pains me. it pains me so because this is such a left turn from where the movies were.
Right.
Part 1, Part 2. Denis Villeneuve made a 5-minute fucking scene and told you who the Bene Gesserit were. And in those 5 minutes, you understood Frank Herbert's world. You understood everything. And in this episode, they continue to shit on that. They continue to fuck things up. And the most hilarious thing is, the starting of this episode, they started to fix a lot of those problems I had with the those first initial episodes. So I don't know why in God's name they did this.
Yes. I have no idea because I can't comment on that.
Yeah.
Because I didn't write that.
Yeah.
I didn't write.
I didn't write these episodes. Yeah. I know.
I mean, I know it really annoys you.
It does it because I know, but you don't need to make this shit up. You don't need to make this shit up. That's the thing. You don't need to make anything up.
There's enough pre-existing lore that you don't need to create more different lore that completely contradicts the initial lore.
Nobody, I'm sorry, son, but I feel so strongly about no one uses thinking devices. No one. That breaks the world. That breaks the hijab that just happened a long time ago. Why would you introduce something that, and that just shows you, that shows me that no one read. No one even watched the movies. No one even watched the movies.
Or do you think that was on purpose, maybe? That they didn't want... I mean, they should. I don't know why they would stray away from that.
It's so... I mean, we keep going over this over and over again, right? Here's what I would have done. Episode 1, no monologue. That 5-minute Denis Villeneuve scene, that's all you needed. Put that in the first 5 minutes of the episode. Then you go to Arrakis. Then you have this cult. Then you have these people, right? That is discovering all this lore, all this legend. And then you have a Bene Gesserit as a false prophet on the podium, like saying all this religion, making up all this shit. And there's tablets in front. How cool would it be to go to one of these places and having these people that are so good at doing this, writing mythology, writing lore? Wouldn't that be awesome? That would be cool. And that would be interesting how all this got started. By the way, that's what the fucking show is supposed to be about!
I will say that this episode does open with Sister Emmeline suffering from the visions and slitting her own throat. So from there, the other acolytes are also plagued by the same nightmare. I mean, that was kind of interesting. I enjoyed that.
By that time, I was so done. I was like...
That was the first thing that happened.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, oh, this is what's with this.
Because then Jen wakes and discovers that Emmeline, unnerved about everything, was about to follow through on the violence. It wasn't even true.
Yeah. It just went down for me. It just did go. So let's continue, my friend.
Okay. Sorry. I mean, we're leaving out some key points, though.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, the rebels, which we have not mentioned. And these rebels are kind of interesting, but they come and go. And
yes,
it's interesting because the rebels are sitting and drinking, and the Emperor's daughter arrives.
Right.
And she sticks up for her father, says he's a good man, but then she asks, is there something she could do to help?
Right.
And then as they go to the council later on in the episode, that's where she shows up.
She really does propose becoming a truth sayer, right?
Yeah.
Even though that's not how it works. But
Well,
it's
for the
okay.
Harkonnen, I mean, they're trying to embed her in political influence more directly, which is dangerous.
Yeah, but that's not how it works. Benny
what
Gesserit,
happened.
It's not. But I know it's what happened, but it's not.
We all know how you feel about this show, Caveman.
Benny Gesserit, you can't, whatever. It's fucking dumb. It's fucking dumb. All right. So yeah, but that happened. I mean, listen, I will say the dialogue is at least audible in this episode.
Fucking horrible.
Yeah, but it's audible, and you can at least hear.
I mean, were you able to watch it, or
Yeah.
were you kind of like, I'm disinterested in this?
No, I watched it. I watched it.
I watched the whole thing, and I mean, some of it to me was interesting. When they went to the High Council, and
That
you
was
wanted-
cool.
you
I
kinda
really
wanted
liked
to
that.
see what was going to happen.
Yeah. I mean, I liked the council. I liked how it looked. It looked very Dune-esque. I liked the Master of Ceremonies giving roll call.
What about Desmond bleeding?
Oh, that was cool. I mean, I didn't expect that at all.
Yeah, which was kind of cool when he was speaking, and he was, I guess, kind of emotional about it, and then he
Yeah.
starts, and it was kind of cool.
Yeah.
We also have to remember that she collects a sample of Desmond's blood, presumably to research his origins and genetic nature, which I thought was kind of freaky.
I actually,
Right.
that's a good point. That little touch, stuff like that, I really, really liked because
Yeah.
that is showing what the Benny Gesserit truly are.
It shows that Valia is playing a long game.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
Yeah.
Like, we don't know what she's capable of,
No.
and we don't know what she's thinking.
No, but that's what a Benny Gesserit would do. Collect stuff like that, like blood and DNA and all that kind of stuff. Like
Yeah.
I actually liked that touch. I thought, yeah, I'm like, I really like this. Do more of this.
And it kind of goes back to earlier in the show when Tula instructs the sisters to take the spice and draw what they saw in their dreams. And their drawings are literally the worms. I thought we were over the worms.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and let's not forget that the girl from the previous episodes that we thought was dead, or if she was lying there, has come back to life as well.
Yes.
Yeah, it was basically Emmeline just unnerved and about to follow through on the actual violence in which we saw in the previous episodes, which is kind of freaky. It made you question your own reality of what we were seeing.
It's even though that Benny Gesserit don't normally
You come
kill
to think-
themselves, but it's okay.
You know, like in the sequence of things, it didn't really matter. They could put them in whatever sequence they wanted.
Yeah.
Like it wouldn't have mattered leading up to the going to the court or whatever it was, the council. So they could have put that in any sequence they wanted. It wouldn't have mattered because it all kind of,
Yeah.
It all
I mean,
boiled down to Valia having
Whoa.
a plan to manipulate
Dear,
the houses.
your volume in your mic.
Oh, that's weird.
yeah. It's almost like a lot of it's just unnecessary.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's interesting, right? But I've said this many times. Like, I'm not a Dune fan. Like, I don't like the books, but I became a Dune fan because of the movies, Denis Villeneuve, and Denis Part 1 and Part 2. I just know the show could be so much better. Like the
Aren't the
acting
books,
and dialogue and the everything that's in this show, it could be much better. It really, really could.
We also do need to take under consideration, like I mentioned previously, that Valia is playing the long game
Yeah.
and using her superfuge deception and even murder to regain her power. and her control over our perception and her moral flexibility make her really, really dangerous in the political scheme of what's going on between the Harkonnens and the Bene Gesserits.
Yeah, but
she controls the perception, right? She probably, who's to say she didn't control what we saw with Emmeline and Jen? Who knows? This person is dangerous. That's what we're learning.
yeah, I get it. I really, really do. And she's playing the long, but yeah, I
mean, out of everything, it seems like Desmond is the most dangerous.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my take on it, because you're not sure what he is able to do.
Yeah.
You know, and I guess as it goes on, we're going to find out. I think he's keeping his cards close to his chest. I think from watching him that there's a motive of some sort.
Right, yeah.
And the first one to pick up on that is Princess Inez, however you pronounce that.
Yeah.
She is the one who's increasingly skeptical of Desmond, to the point where she confronts her father about it.
Yeah, that's true.
And refuses to be complicit if her father's guilty or if Desmond's guilty. I kind of forget which one it was. I'm not going to lie to you guys.
I have a theory. I really, really do. But that relies on me giving this show credit, which I am not willing to do.
Come on, I want to hear your theories.
So my theory is what we're seeing is not reality.
I think that was established kind of when we saw how Valia, Jen, and Emily and how all that situation played out. I think you're right. I don't think we are seeing the reality.
However, that pertains on me giving this show any credit, which I am not going to do. There is no way for me to give this show any credit because it's not earned it. Like, it's never, ever earned it. Because if we were being manipulated into seeing something we weren't supposed to see, right? Then all the stuff would be irrelevant, right? And that would make it a big waste of fucking time. I listen. At the end of the day, we're getting into the last episode here, but in episode 6, if you tell me nothing mattered, I would be angry, but at the same time, I would be relieved because that tells me that someone walked into the writer's room, said, "Okay, you're doing a horrible job. This is not who the Bene Gesserit are and what they do, and we gotta fix this." And the only way to fix this is to say, "Hey guys, the Bene Gesserit has been manipulating you. Isn't that convenient?" Like I said, I am not giving this show that type of credit.
And neither should you, because we start to see in kind of the next part of the show, Desmond's show of power and a purge. And we'll see at the Landsraad meeting that Desmond Hart reveals that he knew about the rebel bomb.
ENCORE, no spoilers. We take a cold watch on each episode. We're not there yet. That kind of breaks the show, Pebbles. That really does. All right, so let's move on from there, son.
What are you going to... Well...
Oh, yeah, okay.
Where we are.
All right. Are we...
We've kind of jumped all over the... And we haven't really, like... We've kind of described this episode as, jumping all over the place. So
because that's what it is. It jumps around.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it goes from kind of the mind games of the Bene Gesserit to the Harkonnens, and then we get the Atreides kind of closer to the end.
Yeah, and we get the council, and before the council, and then from there, but that's not how it ends, though.
Do you want to tell everybody how it ends?
Well, I'm trying to figure out my notes of what I've got here and trying to recollect what happened at the end.
There is a big twist at the end, I can say that.
There is a twist at the end. He is evil, he is dying, Uncle's weak.
Theodosia?
Right. Courage to follow, would-be house walking in. Voices in wall. Oh, there was voices in the walls. She hugs the boy. Sacrifice. He will do.
Oh, at the end, that guy makes a big speech. I forget his name. The guy that killed the boy in the first episode.
Was that not Kieran Atreides?
I think so.
Yeah, because the one of the kind of more mid moments of the show, Kieran Atreides and the allies are planting bombs in hopes of triggering a rebellion, and that's where Desmond reveals that he knew. Yeah. But he knew, and he didn't really prevent it. Yeah. Which is where we kind of see where Valia is dangerous because she's manipulating that situation.
Yeah. That's how we end?
I'm trying to let you guys take this one, really.
Well, I mean,
Theodosia.
You're confusing me, Pebbles. You're confusing me.
I'm just going through the timeline.
The problem is that we watched this over a week, almost a week and a half ago, because we had to cancel last week's show. So I'm trying to recollect through my notes of how it exactly ended.
Here, let me give you guys a breakdown, because I do have the timeline in front of me.
Okay.
So after the meeting...
Put your mic down.
My mic's being a little bit picky today.
Okay.
So Desmond has a show of power in the Purge at the Landsrad meeting. Desmond reveals that he knew of the rebel bomb plot. He also admits to a killing of Pruitt, I believe, claiming that the murder was justified. So we get a whole bunch of kind of things involving the house's power struggles, and it really solidifies Desmond's political capital and fear-based loyalty. And then we get to the end. Are you guys ready for the big twist?
Yeah.
In case you forget. The big twist is that Theodosia is a face dancer.
Yeah.
So in the final moments, we do see that who has been presented as a loyal acolyte of Valia in the Sisterhood up till this point, is exposed as a face dancer, which is a shape-shifting agent bred by the Bene Gesserit or the Benetalax. I forget there's other ones. But she transforms into, or has been assuming the form of Valia's deceased brother Griffin.
Yes.
And she shifts again, showing and revealing her true identity to everybody.
That was actually a great reveal.
Yeah, it reframes prior scenes in which she seemed to read other people.
Yeah.
But it may have just been her shape-shifting through empathetic powers rather than truth-saying. So it makes us, again, caveman, I think you're right. I think we have to question reality here, because who else has she shape-shifted? Yeah. If not Griffin.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, so let's give this a score. I'll start. I thought this was a better episode. I really, really did. I still have problems. Like, I'm not mincing words. I still have fundamentally big problems with what we're shown. There is optimism of what I saw, absolutely, but there are signs of like going back a little bit as well. So I'm going to give this a 5.8.
Yeah, I'm going to go a bit lower than that. I mean, I'm not enjoying this show whatsoever.
Well, I mean, 5.8 is still not a great score. It's just
I know. I find myself like looking at it, stopping and going, okay, how much time is left?
Yeah.
Is this over yet?
Yeah.
So I am going to give it a 4.2.
Oh, there. Oh. We kind of flip-flopped a little bit. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I thought episode previously, or 2 episodes previously, the one where we got the whole backstory on the family was the best episode so far.
Yes.
Was the backstory and how they all ended up there. I thought that was a great episode.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not big on the Emperor and the Council and any of that. I just don't like the characters.
Yes. All right. Okay. We want to know what you thought of this episode down below in the comment section, and we move on to the Penguin Season 1, Episode 4, which is called Pebbles.
So I'll give you guys an intro here. We are looking at the episode 4, The Penguin, Sentiani. And this episode largely focuses on Sophia Falcone's origin story, revealing how she became the person we see today.
Yes.
So take it away.
It's I didn't like this episode. I'm just gonna flat out.
I liked it. I thought it was really enjoyable.
Thought this was a big waste of time.
I thought it was cool. I thought it was freaky, and I thought it had an element of scariness to it. I mean, it starts off from the last episode, and like Oz, as you remember, was kind of like he's turned on Sophia again.
Who saw that? Oh, who would have saw that coming, right?
Yeah.
Oh, right. He was the rat, guys.
Yeah, exactly. He's a coward. He leaves Sophia when she was shot. He says it was Oz, so we got that part. And then we go back as Sophia young again. The explanation of her mother struggled with depression. She took her own life when Sophia was 9. And Oz was her driver at that time.
Yeah, and he reports her actions to Carmine.
Yeah.
Fucking dick.
Yes. Yeah. Moving forward, the actions of what she had done. Yes, he reports to Carmine, and which is her father, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So she's not very happy with him. She's like, "You're just my driver," kind of thing, but he's a little concerned, so he goes to her father.
But unbeknownst to him, Oz, Carmine then proceeds to frame Sophia for the murders, having her institutionalized in Arkham for over a decade.
Right. Frames her because she goes to her father and she's talking to him, and she's kind of questioning what happened with her mother's death.
As she should, because she did die by hanging, just to bring back to your previous point.
Found her, and then the next thing you know, she's in a sanitarium.
And she's subjected to electroshock therapy and harassment, and she essentially becomes psychologically and medically crazy.
Yes, and she actually kills someone in the sanitarium, or she beats her
Magpie.
up at it and killed her.
She kills Magpie.
But the interesting thing was the doctors were pushing to get it out of her and almost making her turn into a killer.
Yeah, Dr. Julian Rush. Funny enough how you say Rush, considering it was Dr. Rush.
Yes. Yeah. And more or less, she becomes what they want her to become because of their tactics of how they're treating her as a patient.
Yeah, because she's fueled by betrayal and anger at this point, after learning Oz had hands in Alberto's death and Sophia returning to the Falcone mansion in the end. We all know what she does.
Yeah.
She goes crazy, carbon monoxide from the generator, and gasses everyone inside, murdering most of her own family. Except we do see a little bit of humanity in her when she spares a young girl named Gia and Vidi, her cousins, and we don't know why yet.
Well, she spares the cousins and she takes them out to the greenhouse and leaves them there. And you're like, what's going on? There's a dinner. She shows up to the dinner and she makes a speech, and the next thing you know, she's got the girls and she's taking them out to the greenhouse. Or it was just one girl, wasn't it?
No, it was two.
Whoa,
it was it was Gia and Vidi, her cousins.
Yeah. So anyway,
okay,
then
good.
she goes back to the house and we find out that she's killed everybody, and the only one who's still alive, which is at the end. But more or less, this episode is her in the sanitarium.
Yeah.
And what's with her, and the guards letting the one girl off so she could go and beat Sophia.
Yeah.
And then there's another doctor who's kind of with her, who's trying to help her, and he starts to believe her.
Yeah.
I thought it was a cool episode because all the shock therapy, it was creepy, it was kind of very, very
It was well
dark.
done. Don't get me wrong. This episode was really well done. The acting was well done. The dialogue was well delivered. It was a very, very well done episode.
What they do...
It's just... why?
What they do is they bring in a lot of information about Sophia. We see that it makes her likable. We see a once philanthropic and idealistic heir to the Falcone legacy. And as she gets suspicious of hangings of women connected to her father's business, she goes in. And that's how we see Sophia Falcone today and how she became a murderer, which is classic story. It's kind of, it reminds us of another girl.
So you're making her likable? Why are you making her
well,
likable?
hear me out. It reminds us of another woman that we know from Arkham. Tell me who. Who was once an idealistic, philanthropic woman that basically got a bit suspicious and somehow ended up going crazy.
Yeah, Harley?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of mirroring that, which I found interesting.
But here's the thing. Here's why I don't like this. Here's why I don't like this episode. You already established these beats with dialogue. With really, really good dialogue. We don't need to see that. We don't. I know that people like, oh, we absolutely do. But we don't. If the story in the beginning, right? If you follow the beats and you're like, okay, this is what happened. This is what the mysterious thing and the horrifying thing is what we don't see. You rip that away. You automatically rip everything away when you show it. You betray one of the fundamental rules of doing this.
It really brings up Sophia's internal conflict, where she's believing in her father's love while uncovering monstrous crimes that are central to her and her family.
But
and
why are
she has
you
to trust
showing
in
it? Why are you showing it, though?
Well,
if you have the dialogue, and if you're alluding to this.
But I thought it was a great episode. Don't
get me wrong. Like, I thought it was well done. I really do. I like the acting. I like the dialogue. I wouldn't have done this. I think you could have done better things. I think you could have progressed the story more, because the only way you do this, the only reason why you should do this, if you fuck this up in the beginning, if you didn't allude to any of this, if you didn't tell her story through dialogue, if you didn't tell her story through all these different situations, why are you going back and telling this again?
Well, I think it really is transformation through trauma and blurred lines between victim and villain at the end of the day. Because Sophia's time in Arkham and the forced breakdown of her mind had pushed her to become the kind of person that she was accused of being, whether by choice or is it by fate. And her killing of Magpie and her willingness to murder her family really raised the question, is she still the victim? Or has she just embraced the role of villain, which clearly she was kind of, forced into?
I think it kind of, in some ways, it leads us into the fact that, like, we know Oz is crazy.
Clearly.
What's up?
I said clearly.
Clearly he's crazy. And we didn't know how crazy she was. We just thought, okay, she's part of the organization, the mob, whatever it is. We kind of knew that there was a backstory, but this really shows you what she's capable of. And moving forward, we may see, it puts her in a different light, where moving forward that maybe they will put their differences aside even after he keeps selling her out, that maybe they convince each other that they need each other because they're kind of both the same.
I think we're going to see...
All this does is make her, from my opinion, look much more dumber than what she is.
I personally think it makes her look better because it makes
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's the rat? Oswald, you're the rat. In that chapel, she talks to him and is like, do you want to do this? I'm in. Dummy! He is the rat. You know he's the rat.
But I think what that brings us back to is she a victim or a villain? Embracing.
She's just very dumb. That's what she is.
Well,
she's a very dumb villain.
It's because I don't think she is a villain. I think she was pushed into being a villain. It's like where you see Harley Quinn has moments of humanity. I think they want us to see Sophia as human.
I mean, those are both DC characters, right?
Right.
Exactly, and they're both in Arkham, so I think that there's going to eventually be some overlap, if there isn't already in the comic book universe.
There's going to be some overlap, and I think she's a lot more powerful than we think. I mean, for a woman to kill the whole family after what they did to her, it's a revenge killing.
It's a crime of passion.
Right.
And we see that a lot in the DC universe with characters like Sophia Falcone, Harley Quinn, and even Poison Ivy.
But
Right.
For me, I wouldn't have done this. You showed way too much. You showed way too much. You did. You showed a lot more than you should have.
But and I do think I think I disagree.
Okay, all right.
I wanted to see all this. I'm going to disagree with that because
Okay.
I did want all this, and I thought it was great. And the ending of the episode is the best because we're not sure if Johnny is still alive.
Yeah.
Because she's killed everybody else, and she goes into the bedroom.
Yeah.
Johnny, he gets out of bed, get dressed. We need to talk.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, he's still alive. What is she going to do?
Yeah.
What kind of deal is she going to? Is she going to make a deal? What's the premise of this, which will lead into episode 5?
Yes.
And unlike some other people in her family, I think we can all agree here at this table that Sophia Falcone is unhinged.
Oh yeah, she's
unhinged, whether it be by
crazy.
her
She's
being
bat
crazy
shit. Oh,
or
yeah.
a victim.
She's totally batshit crazy.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But the matter is, we don't know if she's doing it out of revenge or if she's doing it out of a crime of passion, because we know she has a heart if she's saving 2 young girls. I don't think that's malicious.
Well, you don't think that the tests they were doing on her did not, what that might have done to her brain as well.
Yes.
Yeah, and they make that very, very clear, I think, and when they show her in Arkham and how she was subjected to harassment, electroshock therapy, a lot of the things that made Harley Quinn crazy. All it takes is a little bit of crazy, and Arkham, apparently Asylum, likes to wake up the crazy and use it against people like Batman.
Yeah.
Exactly. And it's funny because we didn't mention either that the doctor who was good to her in the hospital, she goes back to see him.
Yeah, because that was Dr. Julian Rush that helps extract Sophia from the dangerous times after the attack by Morales.
Yes.
But he ended up quitting.
Who knows why?
Ooh. Wow.
And that's where I think, Caveman, that's where this story is important. We need to find out why Dr. Rush has run away.
To me, I almost felt like there was a love interest there between the two of them.
Yeah.
I saw that as well.
And I want to see where that goes and how that plays out.
Yeah.
Because I have a feeling there might be something there.
Yeah.
What I think we're going to see is hopefully a resurgence of Dr. Rush in kind of almost a resurrection of her victimhood and someone that sees her. Because I think that's what they're really trying to do with this episode. It's like, hey, we know Sophia to be a cold, heartless killer, but let's see her. And
that's what
she was, again, let's bring it back to the Harley Quinn. She was once a very ambitious, philanthropic, idealistic heir.
But that's totally different. The story they're telling with that in Joker.
But it's parallels, right?
Yeah, I'm not saying this is a bad episode. I'm saying the dialogue's good. I'm saying this is a well-done episode. It's just, when you start a show like this, and you take so much time when the dialogues, when all that those story beats come together, and you describe who she is through dialogues, through meaningful storytelling, you don't need to do this because it humanizes her. And I don't think that's what you want to do. I don't think that's what you want to do at all. Doing this immediately gives some emotion, some humanity to this character.
That's what
in
we
a
want.
world. No.
Yes.
No. This is no. This is the mob. This is basically the Sopranos in Gotham. No, you don't.
Hey,
You
even
don't.
Tony Soprano had anxiety. Even he was human.
No, he wasn't. He was a cold-hearted bastard.
Who had anxiety?
No, he was a cold. He was a cold-hearted bastard. He was.
No, he was. No, he did go to a shrink.
Yeah, but he was a cold-hearted bastard. He got.
Yeah, but he went to a shrink. He got meds. He had an anxiety disorder.
Yeah, but
He
he
was
was a cold.
human.
No, he wasn't. He's
He
a
loved
cold...
his kids. He loved his family. He cheated on his wife, but he loved them.
Good Lord, he didn't leave the mob at all. If he was really remorseful, he would have left the mob.
But that's the same thing with Sophia Falcone. She can't leave, just like Tony Soprano couldn't leave. Because why couldn't he leave? He's a Soprano. Why couldn't Sophia leave? She's a Falcone. You can't leave when it's your name.
Same premise, and I agree with that. Now, with all that said, what are we giving this?
I'm giving this an 8.4.
Really, Caveman?
Does no one hear me when I say this was a well-done episode? The dialogue, the storytelling, the beats were all there. Just because I disagree with the way that this was handled doesn't mean I'm going to give this a 1.0.
It wasn't worth that.
I loved it. I enjoyed this episode. I thought the dialogue was good. The storytelling was good. The acting was good. The music was good. The music was great. Everything. It's just you did not need to humanize her in this way. You did not.
Okay. Fair enough.
I disagree with both of your opinions. I disagree with both as a storyteller. As a storyteller. If you're going into this world, okay? And I understand why they did this. I get it. As a storyteller, I get you want that person wearing the white hat a little bit. And she is that person in this story.
Not anymore.
Why? Why, though? Why you already established this grimy, this gritty, this dark Gotham, right? It's called the Penguin. It's about his rise to power. No one should be wearing the white hat. No one.
But let's remember. Let's find out.
Can I finish my thought a little bit?
Of course.
Thank you. No one should be wearing the white hat. When you do this, you're attending to humanize one person. And that's her. And that is not what you should be doing. Because you already did this in the first couple of episodes. There's no need to show way too much. They showed way too much here. And I get it. You guys disagree with me, but I disagree with you 100%.
All right. Can I give my rating now?
Okay. Yeah.
8.9.
Of course. You always have to be 4 points above me. All right, guys. We want to know what you thought of this episode down below in the comment section. And now we move on to Resident Alien. Episode 4. Which is called...
Hello?
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 Which is called...
Which is called, yes, Birds of a Feather.
Birds of a Feather. There we go. That was your cue, Pebbles. That was your cue.
You cut out there for a second.
Yeah.
I did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was Birds. I loved how this opened. Just chef's kiss, dude. Like, oh my God. They really understand this show. They really do.
So I will give you guys your breakdown again.
Okay.
So this episode opens with Harry continuing to adjust to life in patience while secretly searching for his missing alien device, which he needs to complete his mission of destroying humanity. So let's start off with the investigation.
The first scene. And it starts with... Dun, 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 making the world today with everything you got. Oh my God. I almost fell laughing. This was such a great bit.
Yep. And he's walking around as an alien.
Yeah.
He's got an alien wife and a baby.
Yeah.
It starts off in the morning, and we're going to see Harry waking up in his cabin. And it's really funny because he just practices mimicking human behavior in front of the mirror in an attempt to look, I don't know, normal.
Yeah, it's great. It's really great.
But he's not.
Just continuing to look for his lost alien device that allow him to destroy humanity, just observing human routines. Normal human stuff, right?
Yeah. And we'll get to it in the kids in this episode. Like I don't know where they thought they found these adorable kids, but I wanted to adopt them immediately. Like I'm like, oh, you're so cute.
Wow.
Yeah.
That,
Unlike my children that never see me for Father's Day.
Well, there's so many. I mean, it's because you're non-existent as a father.
Aww.
you are
I
an
know.
absent father. I did just like randomly find you one day on the side of the road.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, there's my father. Oh.
But back to Resident Alien.
Yeah.
Sheriff Mike and Deputy Liv meet at the office to continue investigating Dr. Sam Hodges' murder. So how'd you all feel about that?
Yeah. Well, I think he does.
Query it.
Yeah, it was really good.
I mean, I like the part where the wife shows up at his door and invites him for dinner.
Yeah. Oh, that was really, really good. That was really, really good.
Was it
she's
dinner or
not
was it
taking-
bowling night?
No, it was dinner.
Okay.
It
Because
was-
there is bowling night in this episode,
Yeah.
too. I was kind of confused by that.
Yeah. It was
It was dinner.
yeah, it was dinner, and then they go and talk to the kid, and the kid's like, "My world's over," and he starts talking to his girlfriend, which is what it is. It's his little girlfriend, which is adorable, and they make this little plan up. It's
Oh yeah, they're gonna be
hilarious.
awesome, and they're gonna love it, and they're gonna make him feel. And the kid shows up. The kid opens the door wearing a bow tie.
Yeah. Yeah, it's oh my god. That was just chef's kiss. I love that. Oh my god, this is hilarious.
What makes this episode cute is that it kind of shows Harry getting into being a human.
Yeah.
Like he's really focused on destroying humans, but he's starting to see like, oh, they're cute little pleasantries. They're little traditions. This is so adorable.
And that bit where he's sitting down and his inner monologue's like, maybe this kid is okay. Maybe this kid is okay.
He just starts reluctantly agreeing, like, let's study humans in their natural habitat. Maybe not kill them, but
Yeah.
study them.
Yeah. But that kid, right? Like the dialogue.
Max.
Yeah, the Max, right? Max is
Yeah.
like, maybe this kid is okay. Maybe this kid is okay. Meanwhile, in the back, his little girlfriend is going through his truck. It's hilarious.
And then to get yes, the girls. Well, the dinner's going on. She's going through the truck,
Yeah.
and then to get back to his place so she can go check it.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, because that's where we see Max sneak in. And obviously we know that Max can see Harry's true alien form, and he goes into the cabin when he's gone.
Yeah.
Finding weird alien tools, glowing devices, confirming to him, at least, that Harry's an alien.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And at least Max escaped. Maybe Harry
Yeah.
would have changed his mind on destroying humans if he saw that.
Yep.
I don't think he should destroy them. Really, I don't
Really,
think he
yeah.
should destroy mankind. He's not being very nice about it.
Yeah.
I mean, he's starting to like them just a little bit.
Yeah, that's true. I guess. I mean, I love the character of Harry. I find him. I think they've done a great job of establishing his character. And
Yeah.
you kind of like him, but then he makes those little references where you're like, oh yeah, he wants to kill everybody.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And he brings the date along to
Was it
dinner.
Darcy?
I think so, yeah.
Darcy.
Yeah, because she's flirting with him, like teasing him about being awkward. I think she just thinks that she caught herself a slightly autistic man. I don't think she realizes that he's not human.
But still wants to date him. Like
Yeah.
she's it.
And
You
then
know.
and then we find those CIA people that that killed the guy on last episode. I thought they
Yeah.
were really good too. I think we're gonna find more details about those two characters.
Can I just mention how I feel like the agents came about because Harry did a perfect game of bowling
Yeah.
by calculating the physics? That was a nice little touch.
No, they were there from the last episode. They killed the guy
Well,
last
yeah.
episode.
But I just want to say that they were like extra on his tail, I think, because
Isn't
of the
it
bowling.
funny that the blind guy is recalling Pebbles, like the sighted person, like what happened in the episode? I just wanna pause, and I'm like,
I'm just a girl.
okay,
I'm just a girl.
that's blonde.
Shut up.
Okay.
Let's bring it to the late evening where where Harry actually discovers that Max had been in his house.
Let's keep it on track, and because Tyson did do a lot of work here.
What's that?
I'm just
where are we at chronologically in the story, Tyson?
I mean, I'm having a hard time understanding my notes because it was so long ago, and I'm trying to refresh myself on this as you guys are talking.
So are you at the bowling night?
Pardon?
Are you at the bowling night?
Checking his track. I don't. You know what? I don't. Creek Park, Kids Reason Falls. I don't even have the bowling night. I thought.
So let me refresh your memory. So after Max sneaks in just before Harry returns, we're brought to the bowling night where Asta, Darcy, and other locals are at the bowling alley. And this is where we see a lot of the heavy flirting from Darcy with Harry, teasing him about how awkward he is. And that's where we see that perfect game of bowling. And it's also where we see Harry enjoying himself and being part of a group and feeling almost human for the first time.
Darcy asked him for a kiss at one point.
Yeah,
too.
That's where we're at.
Okay, that's what I thought. And you know what? I didn't write down the bowling. I don't know why I didn't think that was significant that they were at a bowling alley.
Come on, he bowled a perfect game.
He did.
Wow.
Calculating exact physics for a perfect game. Wish I could do that.
Wasn't there a section where he goes in to pee?
That funny enough?
Yeah,
that's
he
not
did.
in my notes.
And he asked the guy a weird question.
Yeah. Yeah. It works on so many levels because he's portraying this character so earnestly and so honestly. It works on so many fundamental levels when you're making a character like this. And he's not breaking, which it makes it even funnier.
And it's nice because we see for the first time Harry's genuinely enjoying himself as part of a group, even if he doesn't fully understand human bonding. Well, it's funny that you mentioned the pee thing, Tyson, because that's what it was. It was male bonding.
Yeah, I mean, that's not something you do. That's weird.
And usually monologuing would piss me off. Like, I don't normally like it.
You must hate The Office.
I like this monologuing. The inner monologuing here, when he does it, it's used for so many different levels. First of all, it's going into what he's feeling at the current moment. The story, we're progressing the story through his monologuing, and he's just describing the different emotions and, again, how he feels and humanity. He's like diagnosing humanity at the same time, which makes it much more comical.
Well, yeah, and the way he describes it, right?
Yes.
Well, I mean, there's one line at kind of near the end. He's analyzing, and he said, humans feel better when they aren't alone.
Yes.
I loved that moment.
How humans need to be with somebody, and they need to, they need that.
It balances from, like, drama to this weird hybrid comedy, which I kind of love.
There's also the big secret about the girl who works at the doctor's office with him, about, how the daughter, she knows the daughter's in town and she had given her up.
Yeah.
And that comes to surface with her father.
Yes.
And that's Asta. I believe.
Yeah.
Is it Asta or Darcy?
I don't know.
I think it's Asta.
Yeah.
It's Asta. No, it's not Darcy. Darcy works at the bowling alley.
It's Asta.
At the bar. Darcy's the bartender from when he first got drunk.
That was so good.
No, but it really brings back... so it's like when we get into the kind of later evening, because each show is kind of structured as a day.
Yeah.
As a resident alien. We really start to see the humanity in Harry when he realizes after discovering Max has been at his house that he can't hurt Max. He doesn't want to.
Yeah.
And it's the first time Harry acts on emotion rather than cold logic and instinct. It's almost as if he's becoming human.
Yeah, and I assume as we go along, as the show goes along, because after we watch this season, I will probably carry on watching it because I want to find out how they do 4 seasons of this.
Yes. Yes.
You know, which I think it's kind of cool that they've kept it going that long.
Yeah.
Now, there's another thing where Harry's playing basketball as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of instances in the show where he becomes human. And I love it.
The basketball bit when he played with oh my god, that was like that like he's like, oh, I have all the energy in the world, and then after a couple of minutes, like, are we done yet?
How do you humans do this?
Yes,
which was funny.
Yeah,
to see him playing basketball.
And again, it further just shows the turning point that the more, and we see this in countless other films and TVs, the more you're around humans, the more likable we become. As us talking like we're not cavemen and lizard people here, but you know.
We're not like a caveman.
We're not like a caveman, no.
But he also gets emotional because he says he wants to go home.
Yes.
He misses home.
Yes.
He misses his wife.
Yes.
Right?
Especially having another woman just like throw herself on you.
Yes,
well, we're going to get to that because there's a twist at the end. And Tyson's going to be talking about that twist in a little bit.
No, I'm going to talk about this. I mean, he arrived home at the end of the night. He knows the kids are there. Right?
Right.
And who appears?
You tell us. I'm not spoiling. His wife. Yeah.
His wife shows up, and she's standing there.
Oh, my God. That's...
Which is kind of funny considering we do get a shot of Asta going home quietly processing all the pain from losing her daughter.
Yeah.
And how, as Harry is met with his wife, she's thinking back about how Harry makes her feel seen. Yes. And I think that really brings up some of the emotions we're going to see in later episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So it's score time. Son, what would you give this episode?
Oh, it's getting a 9.2.
I'm giving this a 7.7. I just had, hey, that's above average, my friend. Above average. I did like this episode. I do think the last episode was a little bit better. Was a little, just a little bit better. Actually, a lot better. But still a great, great episode. So, son, anything else before we let you go?
No, I think that's it. I mean, hopefully, the next time I get to watch this, that we will. Sometimes it's hard to, even after you take the notes, that, I haven't watched this in a week and a half.
Yeah.
And
thank God we have Pebbles here.
Pardon me?
Thank God we have Pebbles here.
Thank you for that.
I will always keep you guys on the timeline. Don't worry.
For having that dialogue.
Yeah.
Because if you weren't there, it would be a little embarrassing.
Oh, yeah.
I'm looking at my notes going, I must be getting old because I can't remember this as well as I thought I did.
For everyone who doesn't know me back here, Pebbles/producer right now, I always keep a timeline of every episode.
Yeah.
So in the comments, feel free to ask me if we're missing anything, because I will double check.
Yeah. So, all right, son, we will see you. We'll see you in a couple of days on the 16th, right? Right?
Okay.
No, the gig. You have a gig.
It's not the 16th.
No?
Oh, that's my bad.
It
is the 24th.
All right, the 24th. All right. So, where is it once again?
It is at the Overflow Brewing.
Overflow Beer. That's exactly what my what I thought. So
that is what the calendar says. I am just dumb.
Guys, the 24th, I will be there. Pebbles will be there. You come up to me and you say the magic word, then you get some merchandise.
I will be there also.
And the secret word is growl growl. So if you see me there, growl at me. You get merchandise. Then we just have to write down your address and stuff like that. That's something that I just decided right now. So, son, we will see you. I will actually call you in a little bit to schedule the next appearance, and we'll see you later.
Okay. Thank
Bye. You all right, guys. Well, that will do it for this episode of Encore. I have to thank Pebbles. I thank my son once again, Tyson Brighton. So we will see you all on Thursday for a brand new episode of The Page Redemption. Until we see each other again, my friends, take care, be safe, be well, and I love you all. 50,000. You know what would be good? Just like before you turn everything on, just like plug it in and then turn things on. Aren't I smart?
The caveman is smart, yes.
Yes. All right, guys, let's try this again. Until we see you on Thursday, take care, be safe, be well, and we love you all. 50,000 plus, and may the force be with you. Pebbles, take me home.